Hey everybody, I'm here with the last math activity for the day. The last activity that I'm going to share with you is an activity called Oink. For this activity, you're going to need a blank sheet of paper. You're going to need a pencil to record your numbers and do some work on. And you're also going to need either a die or a deck of cards. If you use a deck of cards, remember you want to pull out the face cards and the aces because those can just cause a little bit of playing confusion. The last thing that you're going to need for this activity is a timer. You're going to set that timer for 4 minutes, and families, I promise you, you will be absolutely amazed at the silence that this 4 minutes provides. In my classroom, when my mathematicians are working on this, I am always amazed at how completely silent they are as they really work on this. All right, so back to Oink. The purpose of this math activity is to continuously practice working on addition. The way that you're going to do this is within the entire 4-minute interval of time, you're going to continuously roll the die over and over and over and over again. The reason that we call it Oink is because if at some point in time you roll a 1, that round is going to stop, and you're going to put a line under whatever work you've done up until that round, and then you're going to keep rolling because that 4-minute interval of time is still going, and you're going to continue to see how much you can get. Now, ways that mathematicians of different ages can use this activity would be that your kindergartners can be adding just your first graders, maybe even your kindergartners for a little while, can be adding just the number that comes up. So for example, if I, in my first roll a 5, I'm going to start by writing 5, and then I'm going to put the addition symbol there on my board. You can see that my helper is here. I'm not quite sure how helpful she's going to be though. Now I'm going to roll that die again, and this time I rolled a 2, so I'm going to add that. So now I have the equation on my board, 5 plus 2. So now I have a total of 7. I'm going to roll again. This time I roll a 4. So now I'm going to do 7 that I already have plus the 4 from that roll, and that's going to give me 11. As you're working more and more and more during that 4-minute interval, the amounts for the younger players would get too high for their mathematical ability. So what I would suggest that you have them do is I would suggest you have them roll and then write the number. If they roll a 1, have them just draw a line for that round and then keep going as that 4 minutes expires. For your first grade, your second grade learners, I would have them do exactly what I just modeled, but have them keep going because they can go a little bit further and further. For your first graders, what I would have them do is anytime they get an amount that's close to 20, I would have them stop and then start back again at 0 and continue rolling. For your second graders, they are more than mathematically able to continue to roll the die and add. They should be able to work with sums up into 100. Now, for your third grade learners, your fourth grade learners, the activity can be done slightly differently where they can be working with a multiple of 10. So for example, in our third grade classroom, and again, it's a math choice activity. So if they want to continue to roll and record the face value of what shows up on the die, that's fine. If you want to add a little bit of a challenge for them mathematically, you can have them roll the die and use a multiple of 10. So for example, if I roll a 6, I would be writing 60. I'm going to keep rolling and adding and rolling and adding. Again, if I roll a 1, that's that Oink. I'm going to draw a line on my recording sheet. And then as soon as that 4-minute timer goes off, I'm going to look back to all the times that my rounds ended, and I'm going to take those amounts, add them all together, and see what I get for the total for the whole math activity. I hope you enjoy working on this activity. If you want to share some recording sheets that the kids have done, if you want to record yourselves working on these math activities, that would be absolutely fantastic. I know that everyone really is trying to connect with others because it's difficult when we're isolated in our own homes with our own family members. So if you want to share some things, I would really love to see it. And I'm going to continue to post a few different math activities throughout the week. But remember, what's so great about these activities is that each time you do them, it presents a completely different set of math opportunities. Remember, don't try to do it all at the same time. Don't make yourself crazy. Don't make your kids crazy trying to do games and activities over and over and over throughout the day. Take it a little bit at a time, have some great math conversations, and I hope you enjoy the learning that you do together or that the kids get a chance to do on their own. Thanks again. Happy mathing!